Hi, my name's Peter Macrae. I'm a psychiatrist in North Hackney. This is a QI video about a project I was involved in on clustering. Clustering is a part of mental health Tarriff, the payment system that we use throughout the trust. Clustering involves placing each patient in one of 20 categories that's supposed to represent their level of need, the complexity of their need. So it should be beneficial in terms of being more transparent about what we're going to offer to people. One of the difficulties with clustering, and what our project was designed to address in Hackney, is clustering completion. So putting in place the systems that mean that people are clustered at the right times. We need to cluster people when they first come into the service, if their needs change and therefore the care that they require changes, and also because clusters are time limited, so people need to be reclustered at the point at which their cluster is going to expire.
So clustering in City and Hackney, we have a target to keep our expired clusters and our missing clusters below 5%, and we had a number of changes, personnel, changes to Rio, and our figures jumped well beyond that mark. So if you look at this here, you can see that our expiry rate jumped quite significantly to almost 20%, and we tried multiple things using old methods, and we just couldn't improve it. And QI methodology was coming along, and we decided to give it a try. And so what did we do? Well, we assembled a good multidisciplinary team. We had representatives from informatics, performance, and some key members of teams that were affected most by clustering. We decided to focus our efforts on the teams that would have the biggest impact if we showed improvement. So that was two of our recovery teams in the community and two inpatient wards, because their sort of clustering solutions were going to be slightly different. So we looked at informatics to find a solution. There were some existing reports, but they weren't really sort of consumable by clinicians, so we started with that. Building a report that had the right information, the right quantity of information, and in the right format, something that you could use online or print. And the beauty of reporting services is obviously the data in there is live as of 24 hours ago, and it also doesn't rely on one person to generate it. So we could get the right report built and then get it into the hands of the people who will use it and show them how to generate the reports. Then they could generate that report every day if they wanted to. So that's where our focus really was. And then by fine-tuning that report through various PDSA cycles, we could get it exactly the way we wanted it. And the great thing about it too is that they could then integrate it into their clinical process. So whether it's a management round, checking the clusters every week through these sheets, or ahead of clinics for the week in a community team, they could generate the sheets and have those with them, see what the clustering status was of every patient they were going to see that week, and make adjustments if necessary. So that's what we did, and we tested that out in these specific teams intensely. And then once we got the learning there, it just expanded to all the other teams, and we're sort of focusing on these main teams, but we were also sort of running little PDSA cycles out on the side until we knew we had something we could just spread out to everyone. And since we did that, we've basically got sustained improvement now, and we've had that going since about March 2015.
Hi there, my name is Oz. At the time of running this QI project, I was the clinical lead for implementing the mental health tariff across the trusts. I was also responsible for delivering clustering training. So at the time of shooting this video, we'd been seeing more than 8 months of sustained improvement. In fact, this QI project closed or completed 2 months ago because we'd reached our aim. So the question most people are asking is, what next? Well, in City and Hackney Directorate, where the QI project was run, they've now agreed to run an upscale project. As you know, with the Pareto principle, we only worked with 20% of the teams that were contributing to 80% of the problem. So there are other teams that also need to improve their clustering processes. So that upscale project has now started. And across the trust, a spread project has now been approved by the Quality Improvement Strategy Group. So they're looking at how they're going to set up a project team that can spread this specific change package to Newham and Tower Hamlets. So we hope you learn more about this within your own directorates. Thank you.